Hello, class, and welcome to chemistry. I wanted to do this video to help navigate you through the classroom. And so on here, you'll see this is the homepage for the chemistry class. And so there's a lot of things that you can see from that homepage. So there's course announcements, so you can click on the different announcements. Note that each announcement that's posted here will also come in a video to you. So I'm sorry, in an email. And so you will get to see the announcement here as well as in your email. Right here, you can click on here and you'll see the syllabus for this course, okay? And this is the study of organic and biochemistry topics related to the health sciences. Coursework emphasizes organic nomenclature, functional groups, selected organic reactions, and biochemical pathways. Lab activities focus on the application of organic and biochemistry concepts with respect to health sciences. You'll see our purpose and mission statement. Los Angeles Pacific University exists to deliver high quality, accessible, Christ centered education to students everywhere. And then our adult learning, Los Angeles Pacific University vigorously pursues the goals of Christ centered academic excellence, affordability, accessibility, and relevance to the contemporary world. A LAPU course week extends from Monday to the following Monday, with the exception of the final week, which ends on Friday. Graded assignments are due on the days listed in the course calendar, and all deadlines refer to Pacific time unless a different time zone is set up by students in their individual profile settings. Okay. And then required texts and resources, the outcomes for this course, the course requirements, the review material discussions, exploring your value and the health sciences, introductory video, lab report and video presentations, the quizzes, the midterm, and the final exam. And then the evaluation, 93 to 100 is an A, 90 to 92 is an A minus, 87 to 89 is a B plus, 83 to 86 is a B, 80 to 82 is a B minus, 77 to 79 is a C plus, 73 to 76 is a C, 70 to 72 is a C minus, 67 to 69 is a D plus, 63 to 66 is a D, 60 to 62 is a D minus, and less than 60 is an F. Okay. And students who have not attempted at least 50% of the coursework and who also, after week 5, have not submitted any assignments or discussion forums, posted, or initiated contact with the faculty member to ask a course-related question about a subject matter which could impact financial aid, you will get an FN. And then this is the breakdown of the assignments. Discussions are 200 points, exploring your values and the health sciences 100, introductory video is 20, the lab reports 350 or 50 points each. The quizzes are 15 points each for 90 points. The midterm is 120 and the final exam is 120. These are the list of the course policies, and with our student participation accessibility statement, our academic policies, withdraw, add and drop, and grade appeals, the copyright information, and these are the assessment rubrics for the discussions, as well as exploring your values and the health sciences. And then our assessment checklist for the lab video for the presentation. And so that is all available to you for the syllabus. And then the Ask Professor. Anytime you have a general question, nothing that is directly related to you about grading or information about that affects you personally. But any question that you have that's general, you can always post it here. That way, if other students have similar questions, they can see your question as well as responses. All right, and then the community. If you click on here, this is where you can introduce yourself to the class. So in week one, you're going to do an introductory video, but I am going to be the only one that sees that video. And so if you want to introduce yourself to the class, you can do so here, okay? You would add a discussion topic. This does not have to be a video, okay? But what you need to include where you are in your academic journey, what your goals are, and a little bit about your background. And then you can also check and respond to your peers and their introductions. And then the study room, this is a place where you can go and meet with other students. Okay, and this tells you a little bit about the study room. There's already some topics that are listed there. Okay. Live tutoring is available as well as online counseling. So both of those are available to you as a student. I want to go through week one. So you see all your different weeks are listed here. You have access to each week starting on day one, okay? And so every week is available to you. Each week, though, does have a due date or a closing date. And so week one is going to close on January 20th at 8 a.m. So all our closings, with the exception of week 8, are going to be on Monday at 8 a.m., okay? But all of your weeks open on Monday, January 13th. So if you know that one particular week have some things that you need to take care of, you can always work ahead and get that information completed. And so there is all of these weeks are always available to you. So if you need to work ahead, say you finish week one and you have some time, you want to skip on to week two, feel free to do that. One thing that I do want to mention, each week I will post a new announcement for that week. So if you do work ahead, um, make sure that you do check the posting for the announcements, because I do videos for the labs as well as go over any information that you need for that particular week. Okay, any tips or anything like that. All right. So for this week, this is week one, there is an introductory video, okay, that you're going to do for the class. Okay, and so in your introduction video, all right, so this is an overview. So you're going to introduce yourself and show your name written on a piece of paper, and you're going to respond to these questions. So, what is your future career? What are your reasons for taking this course? How do you see yourself applying knowledge from this course? And how do you think that chemistry is related to God's creation? And so, you're going to do that in a video form. And this gives you your video instructions. And this is the criteria for getting the full 20 points for the class, okay? And so for this video, one thing I do want to stress is that you don't want to read from a piece of paper. You want to have what you are putting in the video already in your head, okay? You want to memorize your introduction. And so this is for grade. And so the introduction that I showed you earlier is not for a grade. That's just to get to know you and your fellow students, okay? Also, what we're doing in week one is we are doing accuracy and precision for our lab. And so if we go through that, you are going to do a portion of this is in a video form. And so you're going to do trials for a lab, okay? And so you're looking at a bullseye. And so it says you're going to take 3 sheets of paper. You want them all to be the same size, and you're going to wad them into a ball. This is your projectile that you're going to throw at your target. And so you're looking at hitting bullseye for your target. Okay. But you're going to see how close you get to bullseye for your 3 different tiles. Okay. And so you're going to do it at different distances and you're going to make 3 shots. Okay. And so you're going to record yourself trying one distance from bullseye, and you're going to look at the inches, and then your second distance and your third distance. And then you're going to look at your accuracy and your precision. And so we're learning about those 2 terms in this particular week. And so, and you also want to do a photo picture of the image, okay, that you're labeling, all right? And so, and this is from step 4. You're going to do the same thing from step 7. And so if you click next, that'll get you to the next set of instructions for this particular lab. So this is part 2's instructions, okay? And then you'll let you read through those, and then you'll click next. All right, and then you have part 3's instructions. So for each of these, okay, it goes through step by step of what you are going to do. Okay, so for this one, I do want to mention that you will need an empty 20-ounce bottle. Okay, and so, and you're going to fill it with water. Okay, and this could be tap water. Okay, which is perfectly fine. If you have a water bottle that is your 20 ounces, okay, then just pour the water from that bottle, because you want to start out with it empty, because you want to weigh the bottle empty, okay, for this one. And so I will go through and do a tutorial, a separate tutorial for this particular lab. I just want to go through, oh, shit. I just wanted to go through where we find the lab, okay? So when you've done the lab, you want to make sure that you save and you review your attempts, okay? So while I'm here, let me go on and go through the measuring, using the measuring tool. All right, so let me do that. So let me get out. I was going to do a separate video, but let's go ahead and do it in this same video. All right, so we're going to get out the balance. All right. All right, and so you take out your balance. Okay, you can see it here. There we go. And what I want to do is stop sharing for a moment so that you can see this very clearly. All right, so your balance comes with a couple of batteries. Let me take off, okay, the plastic on the batteries. On the back, you have 2 places where you put your batteries. All right, so let me insert, excuse me, the batteries in the slot. Okay, put the covers back on them. All right. All right, and so as you can see, this is a cover. Okay, so you want to take off the cover and you have this. Okay. This has some instructions about the balance. Okay, so you can look at the instructions. Okay. But I will tell you what you're going to do. All right. So there are some buttons down at the bottom. One's on and off, one is mode, one is tear. So you want to turn it on. And once you've turned it on, It isn't showing up right. It should go to 0. All right, let me get another. Okay, there it goes. All right. Okay. So once you turn it on, you might have to give it a minute when it first start up. Okay, so you'll see, there we go. You'll see some numbers on the balance. And in the, let me see if we can zoom in. Okay, so in that top portion, there's a little G. Okay, that G should be there. That's for grams. Okay, if it's not G, then you hit the mode button until you see a G. Okay, and then the mode button's in that button in the middle. Okay, and then on the end, that's a 0 button. Okay, it's called tare, and it zeroes it out. Okay, it's not because I have it standing up, but if you have it sitting on a table and you hit the tare button, it should zero out. Okay, you might have to hit it a couple of times for it to hit 0. So it should say 0.00. Once you've done that, you want to measure something. Okay, so I'm going to measure the graduated cylinder. I know for this particular lab, you're measuring a 20-ounce bottle, but I'm going to measure the graduate cylinder. So you just want to put it on the top, okay? But you want to make sure that this is on a hard surface. So you want to make sure it's on a table, on your desk, okay? So that it will read accurately, okay? So once you've hit and tare, you put your object on the balance, okay? It's gonna read something. There's gonna be like a little lock button, or not button, it's going to be a little lock picture that is going to be in your um, underneath the G. Okay, you'll see a little lock. Once you've seen that little lock, then you'll know. Sorry about that. Okay. Once you see the little lock, then you know that that is the measurement that you want to write down. And so this graduate cylinder, it says 11.19, and the unit is grams, okay? And so you're going to put all the numbers that are listed. You're going to write down all the numbers that are listed on the balance, because all of those numbers are important for this particular measurement. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Okay. And so if you have questions though, as you're doing your measurements, let me know. So let's go back to um, our screen so we can go back to the classroom. Share. All right. And so you're going to measure that. All right. And it says, so you're going to put it on the scale or the balance, and all scales will work according. So you have your scale. So that's the one you're going to use, the one that is in your lab kit. All right. And it says that you want to know it in pounds. Let me see if you have, on your balance, you do not have pounds. It is measured in grams. And so you may want to use a kitchen scale if you have it, or a bathroom scale if you have one. If not, you can measure it on this in grams, and then you can go and Google your value, okay, in grams. Okay, so your value in grams, you want to convert to pounds, right? And so you can always Google that if you don't have a kitchen or a bathroom scale, since you have this balance within your lab kit. Okay, so that's one thing I do want to mention about this particular lab. Everything else is self-explanatory, but if you have questions, okay, if you have questions, let me know. Okay, that's what I am here for. Make sure that once you've completed all of these, you want to save and review your attempt. Okay, because if you do all this work, you don't want to not have it graded because you forgot to save it. So very important, once you've completed everything, that you do save and review your attempt. Right? And if you have questions, let me know. Thank you.